Greetings and welcome to Smartwatch Ticks. It is really an exciting day today. A lot of you have heard about this and now you get to see one. The official LEMFO LEM8 is hiding in this box. Now, first of all, LEMFO has a new packaging deal thingy going on. Look at this. You lift this up like that. It's not the regular box, and it's got a see-through window with their own logo on it. When you take it off, it reveals the watch, which is set in red felt. Think they're getting ready for the holidays? I do too. The only question is not if you're going to buy one, it's whether you're going to get it in time for Christmas or your favorite holiday. Let's take a look at what we've got. No, let's not. Let's talk about it. I always forget. I get so excited to let you know how you can get it, and I'm supposed to do that right up front. So here you go. This is AliExpress. This is the LEMFO store. You're going to probably start seeing it through other vendors like we normally do with LEMFO product, but folks, I'm pushing this through right now because they're in pre-launch. Check the pricing when you get going on their website. It's IP67 level waterproof and dustproof in this LEM8, and it's 4G technology, Android 7. I got the specs. I don't need to show you the little bitty stuff. Anyway, check the show notes down below for the buying link, okay? 2 gigabytes of memory, that's your RAM instead of just 1, and a full 16 gigabytes for storing your stuff. Unfortunately, I gotta say, it's still got the doggone 2 megapixel camera. Why can't we get bigger? At least 5, maybe 8. I wouldn't be disappointed in 20, but oh well, it's got your typical 2. I guess there's just not enough interest to make better cameras for these. It's got the full-on 139-inch AMOLED 400 by 400 screen and a 580 milliamp hour battery. Should give you some really good life. And here's those features. That was just in the title, folks. Here's all the features. Here's our frequency bands for 4G and 3G and so forth. Does it work in the United States? I don't know yet. I'm going to be testing that for a longer review, but again, I want to get this out so you guys can get it on purchase at the super low introductory price if you want to. That'll all be tested later. This is an unboxing overview. It's got your heart rate monitor, pedometer, multi-sport mode, all the typical stuff we've seen before, and we'll look real quickly at all of that. And here it is. It's, wow. Wow, okay. It's got its pants on. Yeah, let's unbox it. Why not have fun with the box, right? This is going to be fun unwrapping if it's given as a gift. Okay, and it's got its nice little red collar on. And we can pop it out of there. And let's look at the watch. We've got a silicone kind of band. Oh, it looks like we have antennas in here. Now this is wild. Look at how flexible it is. It doesn't have the slide things. Wow, it is waterproof. I just read that to you. But I don't think the bands are replaceable. I don't know how they're doing this. Interesting. Well, something we'll all have to learn together, whether the bands are replaceable or not. But it's got them, which is a good thing. We have charging ports. We have a screwed-on SIM card cover. I like it, see it when it's solid so I can really trust the waterproof. There's a little hole right there. That's microphone on the bottom. There's the speaker. What's going on with that? Wow. Smartwatch, heart rate monitoring, screws to take the back off, the camera, the button, the bezel. What? Oh no, it just felt like it rotated. There's nothing written. Is it rotating? Wow, it sure feels like it. I don't think so, though. I think it's just really smooth. Really plain bezel. There's nothing on it. It's much more like the dress watch than the sporting kind of a design. The LEM8 we're looking at. What else is in the box? A dock, of course. We put that on here. Magnetic USB connection to the standard USB connecting wire or whatever wire you want to use. A screwdriver with a couple of spare screws for the SIM card and getting in the back, I guess. And what else? More things in here. We have a little piece of red cardboard just in case. Operating guidelines, there you go. Let you freeze frame that if you want to read about it. And the backside's in Chinese. I haven't read it, so I don't know what it says. I'm just excited to get into it. Here's the manual, English and Espanol and Chinese. All right. Oh, Chinese is there. Here we go. English manual. Let's run through this. This is what it's coming with. On first boot, smartwatch charging. Yeah, you definitely want to charge these things up. Wow. Okay. Did not come with this, like the LEM7 had that special brick, right? This just comes with the dock. Yeah, I wonder if the dock and the brick from the LEM7 to the LEM8 works. Don't know yet. I know I'm so mean. The SIM card, how you put it in. I wonder why it does. I guess it's this is a prototype, by the way, so no guarantees what you're actually going to be getting in the... I mean, this looks like it's a production unit, right? But there is no whatchamacallit thingy there. So I don't think it comes with it. I think it might be available perhaps as an add-on later if you want to, but we know it comes with the LEM7. And if you're an avid watch collector and you already have your LEM7, then all you want to know is, will it charge up your 8, right? Because you'll be getting this as well. Application list and functioning. This uses that WII Watch 2, the Y-Watch 2 app, which, as we have come to find out, is better than Y-Watch 1, but it only works with certain watches that have a QR code that you scan to tether the two together, meaning that older watches that use the Y-Watch, the regular app, won't work with this Y-Watch 2. It has to be a newer one, and this is the newer one, so it will work with that app. Yes, I hope that was clear. And we've got some tips for you. And we're into Espanol. All right, that's the manual. These are all of the parts. I think we're ready to get going. You want to see what it does when we turn it on? Me too. Okay. We have one button on the side, does everything, so I don't have to guess which one to press. Press and hold it, wait a second, and up it comes with its LEMFO logo. Again, we're using an AMOLED screen on this 400 by 400 pixel 1.39-inch screen smartwatch. Come on already, how much more can I talk? Boot! There we go. This is their standard logo with the sound that we're used to in LEMFO. So it's got its beginning, and then it's going to pop into some new watch faces for you. So that's one thing we're going to get to show you today. Oh, it's settling down. It's settling down. There we go. So it's got this now colorful, like live wallpaper thing going with the time, the LEMFO at the top, and you can barely read it, but the date and time down at the bottom. As far as layout, very similar to what we've seen before. Remember, this is Android 7.1.1, which built on 6 and off of 5.1. And in 5.1, we'd scroll down and we'd get this display. Your Bluetooth tethering would be acknowledged here, and your SIM card would be over here. And it tells you your overall power level. The colors are different, though. That's what's fun about this one. They're vibrant. They're bright red now on this one. That was purple. So having fun with the colors. Your quiet mode on or off here if you want sound. This is your brightness level. Twist your wrist to see the time. Airplane mode. Cellular data communication and location services. That's your GPS, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi connection. You just touch them to turn them on and off. I don't need Bluetooth right now, so I'll show you. It's like that. Then you've got the cleanup thing, standard, yeah, seen that on Android 7 and on up. And then you've got a music player for any music you've put in your 16 gigabytes of space. And finally, weather, once you're synchronized up in your area, will give you your overall weather display. So those are the tabs at the top after you've scrolled down to get that upper level. At this level, when you come over here, you get any notifications you have, your app drawer we'll come back to, and your fitness area over here as well. And that's it. And then from here, if you scroll up, you get into your step count, kind of like fitness, but your everyday step count, independent of running and walking and swimming and cycling and all that. It's going to be here. and the number of steps you've taken and all of the data that relates to that. Just your basic step count stuff that you can set with your height and weight and gender and all of that. Okay, now let's get into some stuff I wanted to check out. I want to turn it off. It's off, right? Now, if I'm right, and if the rumors are right that I've been hearing, I'm going to come over here. To heck with all the rest of these. Let's go to settings. Where's settings? Settings. Okay, we're in settings. Let's go to display. Can you see that okay? I want you to see this. Grab that popcorn. Throw a bite in your mouth. In display, we have brightness level. Yeah. And we could change the time. That was the next one I accidentally hit. Yeah, your sleep time. And what's my finger covering? What? What? Always time? You mean if I turn this on and I get out of here and I go back and I turn the watch off, I'm going to have an always on display? Really? What did I say a while ago? It's not if you're going to buy this watch, it's whether you're going to get it by Christmas. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's about time. Wow. Android 7.1.1. I love you. You're getting better and better. Oh, yeah. It's off. It's off. It's not going to change. Okay. Can I change it to digital? Can I make it purple? Can I turn it green? I have no idea. I don't think so. I think it's a first thing and it's going to be an analog watch, but we don't know that stuff yet. What we do know is you've got your overall watch faces and we got our apps, and those are the things we want to go through. Everything's basic. I've showed you a million times of these settings. We should walk through and show you just quickly that you got all of your settings for sound. Remind me to turn those up in a longer review if I do anything like a phone call or something. The ringtones, all that business. The display we just showed you. Your app list style can be the round one or the arc, and I like them linearly like this. Your overall connections for Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. Yes, you can do a Wi-Fi hotspot with this watch. Good to know if we do get 4G connectivity in your country, then you may want to use this little thing to power your tablet for connectivity. GPS, airplane mode, all that stuff is standard. Nothing new, nothing different. Your screen on raising and pedometer for the gestures, your overall power savings, and it shows you what apps have been running. Yeah, seen it all before. Language and input, date and time, resetting, uninstalling, more. This is where you can get into now. In Android 7, you're starting to see this kind of more section that has all this other stuff where you get your accounts and your Google Play services in here, and you can actually look at your storage. Remember, we got 2 gigabytes in here, not 1. So with 1, I'd only have 256 or so megabytes of little space to. I got an extra whole gigabyte, folks. You can run a lot of apps in the background with this. Very, very nice. And of course, your overall. What the heck was that? That was RAM, wasn't that RAM? Yeah. Here's your storage. We are using nothing. Internal storage is like nil, and we've got 16 gigabytes. So after you subtract the operating system, you're down to about 11 gigabytes to use for movies and music and whatever you want. Notifications, your app settings in 7.1 now. You do the whole app permission dance here, app by app. It's a pain, I know. I really liked it when it was simple, but this is much more secure, I'm sure. Your assistant and voice input, you set all of that stuff up here for your Google Assistant app. Hello? The only question is if you're going to get it by Christmas. All sorts of good stuff now with Android 7.1. Sims, special access, what the heck is that? Battery optimization, device administrators. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it ain't simple anymore. Data saver, unrestricted data access. Wow. A lot of stuff to explore on your own or in a longer review if we get a chance. And finally, let's look at this thing. We've got our magic numbers here. It's the model number LEM8 running Android 7.1.1. And our security patch, our broadband version, our kernel version, and our build number. And look, the latest firmware is October the 8th, and this is still like late October right now, so it's only 2-3 weeks old, new, whatever. The that this has actually been updated with the latest firmware, including the watch face that shows up when you turn the watch off. Now, a quick parade of the apps. This does not have the Bluetooth calling app in it. Remember, so far that will only work in Android 5.1 watches. However, you have contacts, phone, and messaging to work with your SIM card, your overall settings, a browser, of course, built into it, your downloads, calendar, which is just a basic one, clock is where you have your alarms, camera is the little 2-megapixel camera on the side, yeah, and the gallery to show those pictures, a music player, your sound recorder, file manager is built into it, of course, and this is where you can see how much memory you've gotten that you've used and how much is available for you to add on to. The basic heart rate monitor is built into it, and fitness. This fitness app is exactly the same as we saw when we scrolled over to the other side to see the fitness outline over there. That's your weather app. Very similar to what we've seen in the other screens. Voice search ties into your Google thing. The Google Play Store is here, and Google Maps that works with your GPS. You've got the Assistant, not the Google Assistant at this point, but your assistant for tethering to your phone, where you can connect to it. Once you can do remote capture, music control, and find your device. And it uses the Watch 2 as app, as the tethering app. Here's an overall operation guide. That's something kind of new. And barometer is new. We haven't seen that in a smartwatch of Android level for a while now, showing you in meters and relative height that you could then calibrate. And it's showing you degrees centigrade and Fahrenheit. That's interesting, huh? I don't think my arm is 100 degrees Fahrenheit, so not sure what's going on there. All right, we've got the translator built into here, so you can do Google Translation. Once you get it all set up, choose the language you want and translate away. And then the App Store, different than the Google Play Store, where you can download these particular apps without needing to go in through Google. However, YouTube is owned by Google. I think WhatsApp is owned by Google or Facebook, and Twitter owns them all, right? Or will. So I don't know. Anyway, it's just another way to get some more apps into your phone or watch if you want to. So those are the stock apps that come with it. If you want to see it on, I do too. Have not even done this yet. Been too excited. Ta-da. Okay, nice. Look, folks, I can see the time anytime I want to. No, I know, it's not a transflective screen thing that you can see in bright daylight, although wouldn't it be cool if they brought this little chiclet here over to that other watch there that can do that? Or they made this, anyway, there's a lot more options coming, but you've got a definitely easily readable watch face when it's off. I mean, not totally off, powered off, but off. When you turn it on, you go to your stock watch face, which could be, take a breath, which could be this watch face or one of any of these other ones. Here are some of the new ones that they've put in. Yes, I know, look at the rings. Now, this one in particular shows a really big black section around the outside, huddled up next to the actual bezel. So it really looks like there's a lot of black there. But folks, there's a lot of black there. This is, This is not an edge-to-edge screen. It is not. You can see the actual effective screen is floating within a really big black boundary. I don't know. Don't ask me. I didn't design it. It's not my fault. I would have lost that a long time ago. It's got that cute little twist settle down thing when you change watch faces that we've seen in 7.1. Here's one that'll show it really well. Nice bright watch face. That's what it's going to look like. It almost looks okay with the silver bezel, the black inner bezel, and then the watch face. But for those of you who don't want the black barrier, all I can say is it's better than the flat tire. Yeah, okay, we got some more watch faces to run through. Not only are there stock ones, but if you've got an Android watch, I want you to go dig it out right now. That's right, dig it out, bring it over, turn it on, hook it up to Wi-Fi. I'll give you a moment. We got to go through all these watch faces first. When you do, get into your watch face area like I'm doing. Press and hold. Wow, that was cool. Did you see that? This is a nice gold in here. Press and hold like I am. And you don't need to take your good sweet time scrolling through these things nice and slow. You can whip yourself all the way to the very end where that little plus sign is. Make sure you're on Wi-Fi, you're on the network, okay? And check out what new watch faces are on their server. You didn't look at them for a long time, did you? Because you went through and played with them, maybe picked a few of them you like and then gave up. Well, there's some new ones. And I've downloaded a few of them here to show you. Whoa! I like that. Sorry, I want to do that one again. I'm going to come here. I'm going to shut up, and I'm going to watch it. Whoa. Wow. Okay. I totally lost my train of thought. You can look at these new watch faces and download them that I'm about to show you, and more. Okay. Are we there yet? You know what? I'm just going to pass through these other ones. You got the idea. These look like the sporting ones from... What event was this? It was a while ago, wasn't it? Yeah, all the different countries' displays. So your favorite country hopefully is here. I'm sorry, I'm not so much into sports. I don't know who that little guy is with the head on it and the T for the shirt. Anybody knows who that is? Let us know in the show notes and your comments. So that looks like Spain. If I got that right, is that Spain? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not international. Oh, there's another guy. Look at that. Maybe these are all the head of the... I don't know what. Okay, here we go. See the little minus thing? We've got rabbits. That's a new one. Yeah, This should be downloadable on your existing Android watch simply by going there. And they're putting the newest ones first, which is a great idea. And any of these that you see that you like, you could pull off right now. I think on just about any Android watch running probably 5.1 or higher that have that little plus sign when you scroll to the very end. This is a cute one with a little bit of animation in it. And here we go. Did you notice that nobody was answering your emails in China for about 2-3 weeks in August because they were all at the Mid-August festival? That's right. China closes down a couple of weeks in August. That's when Mr. Tix can catch up. No, don't send me any more watches. I got too many to review. Whoops. Here we go. And there's something else. I have no clue what that is. It looks like upside down to me. I don't know. Anyway. Oh. Speaking of, let's leave it on this one for a second. You see how you got digital time down at the bottom and kind of a picture there? Come back here, paperwork. Yeah. This also allows you to customize your own watch face. And here's an example. It tells you a little bit about how you can get in there and set up your own photo and then put the digital time, like it is on this one, on that one. Whatever one you'd like. So this is probably the one you do it on. See the little setting icon down there? Yeah, that's the last one in the group after all of these, and it doesn't have the plus sign, so that's the one that you use to customize your own watch face. And they're giving you that as an example to play with. Folks, you've been watching Smartwatch Tix, and Mr. Tix just exhausting himself on the LEMFO LEM8. This is the brand new IP67 fully waterproof and dustproof. Don't know how they do it and still have antennas in the band smartwatch that I've gotten good and wet. There we go. With all your basic functions plus a special new feature of a watch face that shows up when you turn it off, giving you always on time. You can get it directly from LEMFO themselves at the address in the show notes. It'll take you over here to this AliExpress store that they're running. They're launching it there first. They're launching it there now. If you definitely want it by the holidays, this is the place to go. If you want to wait a little while and see when the other vendors get them and see what happens there, you certainly can. But just putting it out there that it is available right now. Also, if you have any comments, questions, concerns about it, feel free to leave them in the show notes because I know they're reading the comments, and some of what you guys are saying has influenced things that are showing up in the watches now, like this special always on display. So they're hearing you. We're hearing you. If there's technical questions I can answer, I will. Yes, I'll be going through and putting a SIM in it and checking out if 4G works and stuff like that. And we'll be coming back with more. So subscribe, thumbs up. We thank you. We'll see you.